want? What you want? Come on. What you want?
What's going on, everybody? It's Pharaoh Black, bringing knowledge is power. I don't know where to start. I got a little story. It has to do with knowledge still at the end of all of it, but it's about being a tough guy, or rather a fake tough guy, which a lot of cats on the internet do. They portray a tough guy. They say shit, type and everything, because you're never really going to run into anybody. So it's like, anyway, I go to a local toy store. It's a kind of like a mom and pop toy store, and I'm looking for a Fearsome Foe Spider-Man for a friend of mine that I know through Facebook and through Google Chat, Todd Ortiz. And while I'm up there, I run into this guy, Terry. Now, Terry's friends with the owner. He's a couple years older than me. But Terry, he was brought up a bit different, or differently, or however you want to say it. He went to a better school. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's something wrong. He was raised different, but it was just that he was raised different. And he could say what he wanted to say out there. If he didn't like something, he could talk shit and nobody's going to say anything to him. But they argue with him, but that's about as far as it went. And we always told Terry, because like at shows, as here and anything else, he has a really smart mouth. And we tell him, like, look, man, you just can't go around saying what you want to say to people. One day, you're either going to run into one of these people that you're talking crazy to on the internet, or you're going to run into somebody face to face and they're going to beat your ass. Like, seriously, that's just how we tell them, you're going to end up getting your ass beat. So today he's at the shop. Take in mind you, the shop is in not a really rough neighborhood, but it's not in the best neighborhood either. And across the street is a beauty supply store, a beauty salon, a Taco Bell, and a bank. So they have a guy out there and he's selling fake purses and shit. And he comes over to the shop and he asks, if there's anybody, girlfriend might be interested in a purse or anything. Nobody's, no, we don't need that. And Terry makes comments about the guy when the guy is leaving. So the guy turns around like, you don't have to disrespect me, nobody's knocking what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. So he goes about his business. So Terry goes outside. We're all like in front of the shop now. I know the shop's owner really well. Now we're kind of in the front of the shop, and I'm getting ready to leave. That's actually how all of us got outside the shop. We were talking, and I was leaving out the door while I was talking, and everybody kind of followed me out. But actually, hold on. Let me spot this gun. There's another guy looking across the street at us. It's the same guy with the handbags, the purses or whatever, but it's another guy that's with him. And the guy with the handbags is talking, and the guy that we just seen, he's just staring over there while the guy's talking, which that's a clear indication. Okay, he's talking about us. More than likely, he's talking about Terry. So Terry tries to get loud with it's kind of like he's talking about the guy indirectly but very loudly so the guy can actually hear what he's saying. So they walk back across the street. Oh, Terry and this guy gets to arguing, and out of nowhere, Terry tells the guy, fuck you, get a real job. If he had a real job, he wouldn't have to. Oh, just all type of crazy shit. So to make a long story short, this guy beats the shit out of Terry. And I mean, I'm not I'm not talking about beat him till he needs to go to the hospital, but he beats the shit out of Terry. I mean, and Terry's yelling, "Help, help, help." Now, you know, Henry is the guy who owns the shop. He's trying to break it up. And I'm standing there. I won't lie to you. I'm standing there like, because part of me is like, damn, that's fucked up. But another part of me is like, man, you need this ass whooping right now. You need to learn. You can't just go around saying what you want to say to people and acting like, you know, that you're tough, and you're not tough. Like, you haven't had a fight in 20 years, like literally. Like, what in the hell made you you don't train, you don't do any of this crap. So what in the hell would make you think that you're just tough? And, you know, Henry's trying to pull the, like, pushing the guy off of him, whatever, getting between him, whatever. Henry ends up getting hit in the ear, I believe, whatever, in the scuffle or whatever. But Henry lifts weights, whatever, so he kind of got the guy up off of Terry or whatever. He's telling the guy, like, you know, okay, that's enough. And Terry's there, slob and snot dripping from his nose like he's a fucking 11-year-old kid. And it's just like, fuck you, you know, I'm gonna be on your fucking ass. And oh my god, it was just hilarious. So Terry goes back into the shop. Now we all go back into the shop, and Terry was like, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. You know, these guys around here, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, dude, you know, you really were the cause of the whole thing. Like, seriously. And, you know, nobody helped me. And I tell him, like, I tried to help you. I told you to shut the fuck up. Like, I told you anyway. You just didn't want to fucking listen. But the moral of the story is that if you don't fight on a regular basis, and honestly, I'm talking about, you don't have to be real with me. Be real with yourself. If you're not tough, if you don't want a confrontation, then try not doing things to get into a confrontation. Try not to be a smart ass. That shit works on TV, but in real life, you might get your ass kicked. So, moving on. I got a couple of questions from a couple of people. One of the questions was, when was I going to do more reviews? I was going to do a review for the, I was going to do a review for the DX 2.0 Joker from Hot Toys, and I was loading the review and the file was corrupted. So I don't know how that worked, and I really, really do not want to reshoot a review for that figure. I mean, it's so much shit to cover. The review was going to already push upwards of 30 minutes, and I was trying to rush through it. I really don't, and that's 30 minutes of footage after you edit it. So I really don't want to, you know, do a review for that figure again. But what I will do is right now, I just got done doing a review for PlayArts Kai Batman from The Dark Knight from the movie, and PlayArts Kai Bane from the movie. I did the Mewtwo from Bandai, the D-Arts Mewtwo figure. I did the review for that, and I did a review for the Nendoroid Iron Man. So I'm going to post all of those reviews. I'm going to give people a second to, you know, watch this vid, because I got a couple people asking me about when am I going to do another Knowledge is Power. And I mean, it's not the most popular segment at all, but, you know, people want it. I like doing them. So also another question, which I've already covered this, but I got a question about shipping, and the question was, is it okay to ship multiple figures inside of a bubble mailer, or, you know, a padded envelope? And it's okay if you're going to wrap the figures individually, and sometimes it'd be a good idea to add extra padding. But if you got to stuff those figures into that envelope, it's probably not a good idea. So, I mean, if you can't fit them into that bubble mailer, stop being cheap. Get your ass up and go get a box, you know. I got another question about my hauls. What did I get lately? Seeing that this is the week that I got a lot of shit in, like I said, I got the PlayArts Kai Batman, Dark Knight, and Bane, the Mewtwo, the Nendoroid Iron Man. I got the Shockwave that you see right there. I got the DX Joker. I got a lot of I won a lot on eBay of Hellboy figures from the comic book. I got the Hellboy. I got Abe Sapien. I have Liz, Roger, and Johan. Oh, and the Alien figure. I won the whole entire lot, so I was pretty happy about that. I got a movie Liz and a movie Abe coming in as well. My man Darius, he picked me up a Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I might be doing a review on that as well. I think that's pretty much it. You know, that was about it. That's the only thing I got or whatever. Also, another question I got is that, well, how does God word this? Oh, another question I got is, where do I buy my figures from, and do I shop on a secondary market? Of course, I shop on a secondary market. Very rarely, but I do. The figures that I got, the Mezco Comic Hellboy figures, are from eBay, and I placed a bid on them. I ended up getting them for like $160 shipped for for 5 figures. And I mean, it's a little more than retail, but the Alien I seen go for about $150 by itself. You know, so with the price that they're going for and they're out of circulation, as far as being able to buy them out of a store, I went ahead and bit the bullet and I got those figures because I wanted them. As far as where do I buy my figures from, I buy them from all over. Online, I do Big Bad Toy Store. You know, they're in Wisconsin as well, so I get my figures like extra fast. I just picked that Shockwave up from Toys R Us. I actually had a coupon for that. I ended up getting it for like $16. And you know, Sideshow. I get it from all. I get them from different places. It all depends. I'd rather go into a store and buy them, but sometimes I have to just order them offline. So, but that's pretty much it. You know, I don't really have much to say. But knowledge is power. This is Pharaoh Black, and as always, peace and love.